Yeah, so one of the difficult parts about being a property owner, there is the possibility that that property is in condition that requires thousands of dollars of repairs. So your first step is if they broke the lease, you may be able to recoup some of those funds by way of judgment and recouping some of those funds. Second thing is you should have had at least 1 month's rent in the form of a security deposit. Oftentimes I've seen where people have had the ability to be able to have first month's rent, last month's rent, and a security deposit. So if there's damage done, you may have the ability to retain 2 months of rent and use that towards. The reality is that you're going to have to make the repairs to get it re-rented. So there's very limited options you have to recoup that money and the damage is done. The important thing is at some point we may have made a poor decision about the tenant that we chose to put in that property. Something along the screening process we missed. Maybe they didn't keep their previous property in good condition. The next person that you rent to, or as you continue to build your rental portfolio, one of the things you can do is do a really good landlord verification. If someone has good credit and they have good income, call their landlord or the person that they've most recently rented from and say, hey, what's the condition of the property like? I mean, obviously, if they're not taking good care of that property, it's safe to assume that they may not take great care of your property. Second thing is we encourage people to do quarterly inspections. You're going to be able to notice if there's issues with the home, if they're not taking great care of it, if they're a little bit messy. Damage to a property doesn't normally happen overnight. It's over the course of 1 or 2 years or several months that things are left go where it starts to become a problem. So I would encourage you to do more due diligence on the front end before you allow a resident to move into your property, and then also do quarterly inspections so that you can set the expectation that you expect the property to be well taken care of and maintained. If you see some of those issues pop up, address it then at the quarterly inspection so that it doesn't get bad. So those are a couple ways that you can avoid having that situation come up again, because it can cost you lots and lots of money with a rental property. If every time somebody moves out, you got to spend $5,000 or $10,000 to paint it and carpet it and make repairs to get it ready for the next tenant.